Very easy, normal, hard. Has to do normal difficulty. When we get EU extreme, we can do EU extreme.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Add a cookie. I don't know if the cutscenes are at 60 FPS. I think everything... Cutscenes may be at 30. David Hayter. That's why Jazz in the stream because of the cookies. He did. I've absolutely. Absolutely.
Flying over Pakistan. Altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
Are we okay? We're good.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
No, it doesn't look laggy on stream. That's good. I was worried maybe like the hardware accelerator, some bullshit like that was gonna like cause issues.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Whoa!
Approaching.
Do you know what you're doing, Jasper?
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
You want another cookie? Another cookie for you. Another cookie. Toyota? Oh my god, Toyota. One of those games so good.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate the alarm bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by.
The audio seems a little bit weird.
Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
I don't know what to say. I have a little bit on. Yeah. Probably. Wonder.
Jack, I've got some important news.
Oh, that seems fine.
The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, About 2 years ago, a certain
Cutscenes.
Soviet scientist requested asylum in
A
the
lot of
West
cutscenes.
through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov. Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Oh my god.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the West. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selinoyarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West.
Okay, Papa.
If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the
Oh,
theory.
Fulton.
Take it easy. It's been combat proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit.
Looks like
If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
audio's having problems.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast.
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
I don't think that tree hides you.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom.
Okay.
This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah,
here, Jasper?
about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way
Put a
down.
super cookie and a regular cookie in here. Okay.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
Go get it.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button.
Press the action button.
I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
All right. Hopefully this runs well. Ooh. Runs pretty good. Mushroom. Talking about a mushroom. Vibration. There is no like adjustment for sensitivity, I guess. Ah, fuck.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability
Oh my God,
reaches zero,
durability.
the noise
I
suppression
hate
effect will
durability.
be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste.
No sweat?
Same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare.
My
There
God,
aren't
pick
supposed
up my
to be
sweat
any
as I
American
go.
soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
Tape it?
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to
If
bring you back.
I'm
Remember
in
that.
a fake death, how
I'll
can
keep it
I
in
act?
mind.
I mean,
You said this was a
it's a
solo
video
mission,
game,
right?
but like,
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you?
oh,
A legendary
Joe.
soldier and
Joe.
your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that
Oh,
got the
Joe.
GCI's
Yo,
authorization
Joe, how
in
you
the
doing?
first place.
Hanging with the host.
She's going to be serving as
How you
Fox's
doing, my
mission
dude?
advisor.
Hope we're doing well.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's
The
right.
boss.
It's me. Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
Oh my God, this is the boss.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I
Well,
can.
thanks again, Joe.
I know
You're
all
beautiful.
about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure.
Pretty sure the
But
boss
about
is
how
what
to
makes
think
this
like a
game
soldier?
good.
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You are a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
All right.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Life comes out. And...
Commencing virtuous mission now.
All right. Wait, we can... All right. Here we go. There's some frame rate issues here. Hold on, let me see if I can fix this. You go wrong, blah, 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 wrong place. Save.
Saving the game, Snake?
Let's save the game. Save, yes, overwrite.
Hey, Snake, you ever heard of Godzilla, King of Monsters?
Who?
No, what is it?
It's a movie. You haven't seen it?
Nope.
It's about this monster called Godzilla who grows to an enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a rampage in Tokyo.
Nuclear test, huh? Then the Marshall Islands must be crawling with giant monsters right about now.
It's just make-believe.
Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately.
What?
Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos.
I know. So then what happened?
Godzilla is immune to all weapons, and humanity has no way to stop the monster. Dr. Shirazawa develops a new type of weapon, but meanwhile,
No
Godzilla is
spoilers.
getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in its path. It was originally a Japanese movie, but they made an American version, too. I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the chance. It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-nuke message as well.
Where can I see the original?
You'll just have to go to Japan.
Really? That's too bad.
Well, if you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America, too.
Why's that?
2004 will be Godzilla's 50th birthday.
You think they're still going to be making Godzilla movies then?
Of course! Everybody loves Godzilla.
You sure know a lot about movies.
Everybody loves
I don't suppose you're the
Godzilla.
movie-watching
Fuck.
type, are you?
Not really.
The last
Okay,
Godzilla movie no
then
one
I'll tell you
liked.
everything I know. When the going gets tough, movies can save your life. It's always good to be able to look at things from a different perspective when you get in a jam. That's the magic of movies.
No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction.
That's the spirit, Snake. Have a little fun. Okay,
Alright, I'm gonna try something real fast, chat. I'm gonna try something real fast. We do this, and we do this. Alright, then we have to do here. Hold up. Alright. Hopefully this works. If not, we'll know. Alright, it does not work. Okay. Oh, Lord. Alright. Hopefully this helps it out. Oh, still making that noise. How you doing, Pedro? I'm doing all good. How are you? Pardon me. Oh, I see how you do it. Wonder I can do to get the frame rate up again. Let me call and save again.
Saving the game, Snake?
Yep. Saving. She's gonna tell me about it in the movie, probably. I bet she's gonna say, hey, another movie.
Snake, do you know the creature from the Black Lagoon?
What now?
Nope, never heard
Oh
of
my
it.
god.
These scientists are investigating a place deep in the Amazon called the Black Lagoon, and they get picked off one after the other by this fishman thing. And there was this scene when the heroine is going for a swim, and the creature sneaks up on her from underwater. Oh, I thought my heart was going to stop. I mean, of course, the 3D effects in It Came from Outer Space were a lot more intense, but...
It wouldn't be referring to you coming from outer space, would it?
How rude!
We're just make an
Why
AC
do you
version.
say that?
Remake of
Because no one on
MGS1.
Earth could be as charming as you.
They
Fine.
kinda did
I'll
on the
just get to the
GameCube.
point, Snake.
And it was
Be
complete
careful
shit.
of what's around you when you're in the water. Just imagining you swimming in those jungle rivers makes me think of you being attacked by a fishman.
But MGS Twin Snakes?
I appreciate
No
the
good though.
concern.
Fishmen aren't the only things that'll attack you in the water. Really be careful out there.
Okay.
And don't be attacking any pretty girls going for a swim, either.
Are you calling me a fish man?
You started it.
No. No save. It's weird that X is the backup button. Hold on. Let's try this. Alright. One more thing I gotta try. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can just get this to work just right. Not HD enough. You want something made on the Fox engine. Software. If I use software encoding, what will happen? Work? Seems to be working. It seems to be working. Alright, I'm trying software encoding for a second. Doesn't work, we'll just go back to hardware encoding. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Normally the game's at 30 FPS. But when you see like stuff start to break down, like when there's an FPS drop, you kind of know. You're like, oh yeah. Ooh, no. Software encoding ain't gonna work here. Alright. Software encoding is not gonna work. Hello. Hello. Okay. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. I do Warlord. Warlord! How are you? Playing a lot of Fortnite? I wish I could get into Fortnite. I wish there was like something I was like, yeah, like a urge to play Fortnite. I'm just not getting. I just don't get the urge to play Fortnite or PUBG anymore. Maybe it's just like kind of like eating your vegetables. Just go and eat your vegetables and play Fortnite. Is A2. Doing good. Didn't I just... Just came through here. On the back. You like the game solo? I'll be playing the game solo. I wouldn't be playing it in groups. I guess I could do random duos. Is that a frog? That was a frog. Frog! Mine. Frog B. I got the frog B. Bum 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 bum.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Eggs.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle
The
without being
boss.
seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage.
The mother everyone wants.
Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint.
I don't think
Choosing
I
camouflage
have
that blends
either
in with your
camouflages.
surroundings
This
will
is like
help you
a...
conceal yourself more effectively.
I know if you play off a save
Also,
file, you get
don't forget
all
that
the
anything that
bullshit.
moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead,
What
you
made
should
you
be
decide
able
to play this
sneak by
game?
without being noticed.
Been thinking about it for a while.
You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index.
Been thinking about it for a while.
The camo index shows
and
how
someone
well
in the
your
Discord
current
helped me out a little
camouflage
bit.
blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value,
Also, there's
the
not
harder
much to
you
play
are to
except
spot, and vice
Fortnite.
versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Like, it's weird. I saw this YouTube video today. It said 5 things Fortnite does better than PUBG. And I was like, I don't need to watch that. Let's see if I can actually do this here. All right, base plus 5. Go. Okay, we can't. Steady, steady. Got him. In here. There it is. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Bug juice? What does bug juice do? I like Fortnite because there are usually actually going on. Whenever I see people playing PUBG, there's not much going on. That's true, to a degree. I swear to God, the PS4 controller is better than the Xbox controller in here. Xbox controller feels so stiff. One thing good about this game, it's serious and it's also kind of cheesy at times. I like this. Like it's kind of self-aware. All right, I don't need this. Let me get rid of that. I don't need cigar, binoculars, motion detector, active sonar. I forgot which one's good. I think this one's personal sensor. Bug shoes. Don't need that. Give me the thermal binocular. PS4 controller is for people with bigger hands. No, the Xbox controller for people with big hands. What are you talking about? Xbox controller is huge. Tree frog. Oh, tree can throw things at people. Siberian. Oh, I thought that was a cap. Did I not whip the bullshit? Hold on. Oh. You feel like they're smaller? I always feel like PS4 controllers felt very natural, and the other ones felt like I was holding a brick or something. Okay. Yeah, the thermal. I remember this. The thermal goggles break the game. That's right. Thermal goggles are OP in this game. You just like turn on thermal goggles and boom, instant, you can see everything. PS3 were tiny. Yeah, PS1, PS2 controllers were itty bitty. PS4 controller feels really good. I like the PS4 controller. Very comfortable. I'm not using it because it's not as reliable to use right now. Like, it doesn't connect well to Windows. I never understood why they don't have good hardware. Hold on, let me see this. Are you fucking serious? That's some bullshit. Get my focus right. How do I pick up a... Wait. How do I pick up somebody in this game? Oh, no. I forgot how to pick... I need... Oh, no. Hey, Lizzie. How are you? I'm doing better. Did he pick someone up? Ah, there we go. Alright. Pull this son of a bitch this way. Faster! Faster! Alright, we good. Alright. Gonna go downtown. Lizzie with the Jasper cookie. Hold on.
Smile.
Shoot the beehive? No, I'm not shooting the beehive. I don't want to get bees everywhere. On. Don't worry about the people. Oh. Careful, careful, careful. God damn this controller. Ah, fuck.
Come in, HQ.
Oh, fuck it.
Who's that?
What's going on?
Are you fucking serious?
There's something wrong. Support unit, confirm their status.
We're good, 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 we're good. No, we're good, we're good, we're good. Just ate, so you're pretty full. What'd you eat? What'd you eat, Warlord? What'd you have for supper? Give me a cookie. Cookie good. Can I change? Whatever. Can I change the bullshit instead of like square to shoot? Can I change it to R2?
Major, I've
That'd be
reached the
so much
abandoned
better.
factory where Sokolov
Like
is
change
supposedly
look to
being
R,
held.
like change look to square and change
dumb.
shoot to R2. So much better.
I can't see Sokolov from here.
I don't think that'll let me happen though.
The security is
I
pretty
think it's
tight.
let you do this. You want the cookie? Did you get the cookie? Did you ever get the cookie?
There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are
A burger.
inside.
A burger. That sounds pretty good.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive.
Show feet.
He must
I am
not be
showing feet.
exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach
I am,
Sokolov while
quack.
in the alert phase.
I am.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry
Show
for
feet.
being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Fuck this guy. I know I missed the machine gun in the previous zone. We ran into problems there.
The enemy.
Are you
He's
fucking
here.
serious? What the fuck? Hey, machine gun up here. Or I have not found Bigger in forever. Oh, haven't had a burger in forever. Fuck, bro. All targets eliminated. All targets eliminated. Don't I fight Meow Man? Don't I fight Cat Man, Meow Man? After this, I think I do. And I say, hey, why are you using that pistol? It sucks. Pepper, where'd Pepper go?
You must be Sokolov.
You know,
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it.
Yo, how you doing, Animalit?
No.
Hope you're doing well.
I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah.
Amanda-kun.
I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this.
Doing good.
You have to get
Number
me out of here
one.
before they arrive.
Doing good. Cold. A little
Who's
cold.
they?
Other than that, I'm doing good.
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
The snow finally came in.
Thunderbolt?
We got about 3 inches.
Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago,
I bet
Khrushchev
it
has
snowed
been
all the way
pursuing a
down
policy
to
of peaceful
Oxford.
coexistence with the West.
It did snow in Oxford?
Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that,
This is some
the
pleb
tragedy
number.
last
It is.
November.
It's pleb.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely.
But when you don't have
In
snow
a sense,
plows
Khrushchev has lost his biggest
and salt
partner,
trucks,
and his power
it,
base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to
we got
use this
a
opportunity
lot of shit
to
to
seize
shut down.
power
That's
by
how it
rallying
is.
the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin.
I saw 2
the
cars
Gru.
wreck
He has control over another secret weapons research
by my
facility
house. One
much
went down a
like this
hill,
one.
couldn't stop,
OKB
just kept on going
812,
and
known
ran
as
off the road.
Granin Design Bureau, and is
I
using
was
it
like,
to
fuck
further
this,
his plans.
fuck that, I ain't going.
But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Jasper liked the snow. He
Then
loved it.
The soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even
Jasper
if
in
it meant
snow?
killing me in the process, or so it would seem.
1.5 meters of snow?
Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
Yeah, but you have snow
From my
plows.
mentor.
Is that so? America's truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's
In
go.
places that expect snow, all that good stuff, it's something that just happens. You know? The everyday occurrence. Snow plows go out, they clear off the roads, boom, instant.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I managed
I
to
think
get
the
past
interstates
them.
are clear.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact
3
with the
meters
boss some time
plus
ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal.
10 feet.
Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Alright, oh, that's right. Can I not call the boss? Alright, we're still in a cutscene. That's right. Cutscene. This is all. It's like the first. The prologue. This is like the prologue of the game. This is like Ground Zeroes, except, Ground Zeroes is fine. This is better. I hear a monkey. I don't think there are monkeys in Russia. Or tropical rainforest. What are you doing? Is he gonna X him out? Is he gonna like... What you doing? You doing a Kamehameha? You forgot your laptop at work? What do you mean? Did you forget to bring your laptop, or did you leave your laptop at work? Because one's Monka S. What the fuck was that? Fuck. Oh my god.
Freeze!
Man, the Cahoon, why? How you watching me then? I heard you can watch people through Alexa. Go Twitch.
So this is the legendary boss.
Huh?
Oh,
Huh? We meet at last.
Alexa, shut up.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a GRU soldier doing here?
I think it does.
Soldier?
It just said sign into Twitch. I'm like, I'm busy.
He's the Ocelot commander.
That's Major Ocelot to you.
Major Ocelot.
And don't you forget it.
Oh my god. He's just a boy. He's just a kid.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
Whoa. Oh my god. So wait, no one opened fire? God, backband. Backband. Fuck. That is brutal.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
I don't think we fight Ocelot here. I think he just meows. He goes meow or something. I want to say he just meows.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
The boss? No. Exactly. I knew it. I knew it. Knew it. He meowed.
GRU operatives?
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Kick his ass! Charles, where was your daddy? No, what the fuck happened?
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Get him! Just shoot him! I'm pressing to shoot! Oh, that's right. I have tranquilizer darts. I don't have a real gun. I have a pussy gun. Oh my god. This body slammed him.
Impossible. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do, but testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
Oh! Ah! Oh!
But that was some fancy shooting.
Take his scarf!
You're pretty good.
You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
And to think, he'll be played by Troy Baker in MGS5. Well, I mean, playing's a little bit kind of too generous, but like, yeah, I think I might do it.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it.
Yeah, but how you doing,
Something
Amanda?
about the whole thing stinks.
Hope you're doing well.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself.
Hope your
but I'll catch
laptop
up to him.
stays
We're counting
at work.
on you.
Doesn't end up being stolen or lost. Like what laptop? I just start meowing at people when I ask there's questions at work. Like what going on? Meow. Amazing guy, you know. Alright. From what I understand, wait, this guy's getting. From what I understand, if you kill Ocelot, it's game over. You get a game over. Now, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save the game. I don't want to end up.
Saving the game, Snake?
Yes, baby girl. Make a new file. Other than that, you're pretty good. Pretty good.
Snake, have you heard of It Came from Outer Space?
Yeah, you told me already.
So this astronomer sees a meteor.
No
But
spoilers!
it's really an alien spaceship, right? And the aliens start replacing the townspeople with clones and forcing them to help repair the ship. The 3D effects were quite realistic.
I've got all the real I can handle here in the jungle.
No, you don't get it. Precisely
finished
because
all your
it's realistic,
cooking for
with
the
the
week.
images jumping out of the
Wait,
screen.
wait. You got
It
one of
makes
those
for a nice
like
escape from reality.
meal delivery services?
I have to admit it made my eyes tired, but it was really intense. Unfortunately, they don't make very many of those movies anymore.
Yeah,
When
what
did it
for-
come out?
I was still in college, so probably about 10 years
I don't
ago.
know. I'm gonna be
Guess
unless
I'm
the
out of
roads
luck
get clear.
then.
I'm gonna have to.
You know, they're
Get some
coming
weird
out
for
with
food.
household versions of video cassette recorders. One day you'll be able to see old movies anytime you want. It'll be like
Your
having
meal
a
plan
movie
the
theater in
old-fashioned
your own
way?
home.
Really?
It's like if you had a record with movie film etched onto it instead of music. It'll work the same way.
You're
You went to the
kidding.
grocery store.
No, really.
How do you get the groceries
and
back?
someday
Do you
they
put
might
them in the
make
back of your
movies where you
scooter,
control
or
the
you take like a
characters yourself.
lift?
Sounds like magic.
It'll happen. Make sure you stay alive to see it, Snake.
Bottom. All right, we're gonna kill Ocelot, and we're gonna. Can I not kill him? Wait. I know what to do. Backpack. Weapons.
You created a time paradox. Snake, you can't go changing the future like that.
It is bounced in the air. That was amazing. Time paradox. There's a hook. You can hang things off the bags. Oh, you put it in the footwell. Okay. Okay, I didn't expect him to bounce like a rag doll, but that was pretty good. Low game. Memory slot 1. Boom. Playing this game for an hour? Says 58 minutes. Coming on for 121. Okay. Sure. Where those 20 minutes go? Time paradox for sure. Sure, there's anything I'm not missing over here. I feel like I'm missing something. Like maybe a camouflage or something. I don't fucking know. Hey, seems like a great place for camouflage. Look at the wait. Where's Sokolov? Oh fuck. Hold on. Where's Sokolov? Did I lose Sokolov? Oh shit. Alright. Yo, Sokolov, what the fuck are you? Sokolov! Sokolov! I've lost him. Mission failed. What the fuck? Maybe he's over here. You know, you could, I swear to God, someone could make a game like this. Same graphics. Like this. Same fucking graphics. They could call it early access. And they can make $1 million. I mean, it's better graphics than PUBG. Just think about it. Just think about it, Chad. I need you to invest with me. I need you to invest with the gaming company.
You okay?
Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best crew has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
What the fuck was that?
That's what they were making you build?
Spider?
Yes.
Oh my god, it's a giant
The
spider.
Shackle
Amanda,
Bomb.
hide! It's a spider!
Trending behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain?
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No, this is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2.
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes.
Man, I miss David Hayter
And then the
so
Age
much.
of
What is
Fear
David Hayter doing?
will truly begin.
A world war.
A world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America. Quickly. This is it. They cannot complete it without my help.
Jerks?
Got it.
Things
Let's
follow.
go.
Oh yeah, I probably should have told you, get your popcorn. Get your popcorn out. This is a popcorn game. Lots of cutscenes. But they feel appropriate. Like there's no cut. It's not like cutscenes in MGS4. MGS4 cutscenes are like, this one cutscene's an hour long. Gurabara, Gurabara. God. It's a Mandacoon.
Boss?
Fuck. U.S. Army, something.
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Oh, God.
Hornets?
Oh, God. A hindy.
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more.
Oh my God, it's a parrot.
Welcome back, boss.
Oh, fuck.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself. It's raining blood.
Is it?
Is he crying?
Yeah, you don't be true. I'll be true. No, let me do the hand bits.
Kuwabara, Kuwabara.
Kuwabara, Kuwabara. I still don't understand why he says that. like the Russian saying the Japanese stuff.
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Are you talking about his unit as in like
Boss,
like my unit?
what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union.
Oh, God.
Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads.
What the fuck?
These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras.
I'm just a pleb. I can't go with.
He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you
I'm a
talking
pleb.
about?
They're about to put the game in sub mode.
Think you can pull the trigger?
Yeah, put the trigger. Do it. Do it. Oh, fuck. Sub mode.
Huh?
Oh. Reassemble it. Oh, fuck. Oh! My elbow!
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
I don't trust her. Don't do it. Don't do it. She's just gonna ban you. Don't do it. Uh-uh.
The new blood has been rejected.
Well, then nice.
Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
I think he likes it by the window because it's cold. It's cold over there.
My place is with them now.
It's like my alarm going off in the morning. It's like, leave me alone.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah, just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move?
Oh.
You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before
Where's the
you know
good
it.
stuff? I need the morphine.
Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major, the boss, she's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button.
Uh-huh.
If you select cure, you can start the treatment.
Uh-huh.
Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button.
Uh-huh. Where's the
Your injuries
morphine?
include a fractured left elbow and rib bone and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen.
Fuck.
They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left analog stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left analog stick to select the medical item and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process.
Can I use mushrooms?
To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener
Might have started
and
the
then
game.
wrap it in bandages.
This is the
That
start
should
of the
do it.
game.
For
still going through
lacerations, you'll need
tutorials.
disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound.
If you play through, if you do
If
all
you
the
do
dialogue,
everything I mentioned, the
first
wound should
part's,
heal completely.
first part's about an hour and a
Understood?
half, 2 hours. Especially if you
Stay
do all
with
the
me.
dialogue.
Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
It's the best MGS. It's the best MGS game though, by far. All right, I look hungover. All right, so oh. Oh. Another deep cut. So band-aid, disinfect it. Another deep cut. So this. No. This. No. All right. I want to play Xenoblade, but I also want to watch stream. Do both. Open up on your phone. Be true. I've heard Australia has really good Wi-Fi. Anyone know how to control the length of paragraph spacing in HTML5? Oh. That sounds like a question for Google. I think I know someone who probably may know the answer to that, but nah, he's not here. That would suck. That would suck so much trying to like set your own bones, relocate elbow. That would just be like
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now.
Where's
Just
my
stay where you
morphine?
are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
I'm your father. That's who I am. How many helicopters did it take to screw in a light bulb? Apparently 5.
Shagohod.
That's not that much of a spider, is it? more like a sloth. A puppercoon. It's 5 degrees outside. You can't go out. Too cold, even for dogs. We have like a cold advisory because the wind, like the wind shear brings the temperature down to like -5. It's pretty fucking cold. Poor guy. I ruined his day. I distinctly remember 2 equal-sized bullshit cases she brought.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death.
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Yes.
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Oh! Yo, that's... Cover your eyes? Poor Snake. He just set his bones. Now, this is happening. A handheld nuke. Yep, it's called Davy Crockett. Yep, that looks a little weird. Save the game. Oh, alright. I'm gonna take this time to take a small break. A small break. Is that even possible? Is in the mind of Kojima.